Welcome back to WSAV News 3 today at 11. Will your money last as long as you do? As we age, it's a question we've all thought about, but retirement isn't just about saving, it's about creating a strategy that provides reliable income for years ahead. Later this month, Choice Producers Network will host its third annual Senior Summit. Dorothy Drayton is a CPN Savannah broker. She joins us now with more. Thank you so much for being here today.
Great. Thank you for having me.
No worries, because this is information that people need to know, and you're educating them on certain things that they currently are familiar with, but are changing.
Right, constantly.
Constantly changing.
Yes.
So the purpose of this event is to bring seniors and families and community members together for education, support, and connection. Tell us more.
Great. We're targeting 55 plus.
That would be me.
So I was there one time, but it was 55 plus, and our reason for going younger is because, as you mentioned earlier, it's retirement. A lot of persons are thinking about retirement, coming from being an employee to being a retiree. So what we're trying to do is provide information that will help them make that transition. And of course, 55 plus, Medicare starts at the age of 65. So what we're trying to do is keep people in the know. As with this administration, things are constantly changing. So we want to be that conduit to make sure that the seniors in this community know what to do.
So you say that one day can change everything.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it can. And this administration, a lot of things have changed. Last year we had some major changes, but going into 27, we don't have all the changes thus far, but we've got a person on our team that's constantly watching so that we can know, so we'll be able to deliver it. But what we want to do is bring everyone together in a fun fashion because we're educators, and educate them so that they can be informed and empowered. And we do it all in the community with the community support. So we're looking forward to a great time.
So one of the big changes, Medicare in 2027.
Right. As we go to 2027, there are going to be some drug changes. A couple years ago, drugs changed, but this year there's going to be some major changes. And what we're doing is constantly adding on costs. So what we try to do is make sure we can find a way to supplement those costs so it still is easy, because seniors got to have those drugs, and we don't want to risk them not knowing what to do in that absence of the support that they've traditionally gotten.
And that education includes some updates on things that can have a significant impact on expenses for these medications.
Oh, absolutely. And what we do is, licensed professionals, is we do the research. And in doing our research, we find out the providers that have support, again, to make sure that there's not a downtime in a client or participant or Medicare recipient receiving their drugs.
And as you mentioned earlier, you'll focus also on creating your retirement plan as we get close to that age. That is a big transition for many of us.
It's a big transition. And so a lot of times, even at 55, persons have not gotten themselves, and they've not thought about it. They've not put themselves in a position so that there's money to last through their retirement. When you're young, you don't want to think about it. But now, not only do we provide the health portion in this summit, but we provide opportunities they can look into, things that will offer some support. There's still some programs that they can become a part of that can ensure that some of that money is there, because if you've been an employee, you have the Social Security. And what we do is help our seniors give them information so they'll know, should I take get my Social Security now? Should I wait? When should I get it? So they're trying to figure that out. So what we try to do is make that transition easy. And we'll have professionals there that can talk about Social Security, and that we'll be talking about the drug, the Medicare and Medicaid. And then we'll also have, this is probably new, But the scammers, I mean,
yes.
seniors and scammers, and that's become a passion of our team. And so we've got a local person that's going to talk about things that we can do to be aware of scammers, things that we could do to avoid a scammer. And because there, if you look at the statistics, billions and billions of dollars have gone from bank accounts to scammers. And the unfortunate part about that is most of that money is not retrieved, so they're without. So it makes it even more challenging. So what we want to do in CPN is serve the whole person. And I know a lot of times we talk about serving the whole house. So if you got money and you've been planning, we want to make sure you can keep that money.
Now back to the scammers. This is an age group that they target in particular.
It is. It's an age group, and we've been studying and looking at it and putting together information. So that's why we thought we'd make that a vital part of the summit this year, because they're slick. Scammers are so slick. It is so easy to think that you're on the right track. And if you don't know what to avoid, or sometimes they pull on your emotions. So what we want to do is make sure they think about themselves as opposed to others and not be scammed. And we're going to actually have Sheriff Coleman there that's going to give us some information, because he's up front with it. He's experienced it firsthand with clients that have, local persons that have come through him. So what we want to do is have him talk to us like just be real. What's the real deal? And it's a very informal summit that's going to provide information. It's going to be fun, lots of fun.
Giveaways, prizes, food.
Promos, hot food. So it's really fun. And this year we've moved to a new location. We're at Best Western Plus, which is out at 204. And the reason we did that is because we're bringing people in from other counties. And there's always the scare of driving in Savannah.
Yes.
So we'll have them drive right get off the express and be right at the event. So we're excited. And if they haven't enrolled or registered, they need to do it immediately.
Okay, and one last thing. This event also honors National Senior Citizens Day.
Well, you know, August 21st is National Senior Citizens Day. And that's why every event that we've had is on Senior Citizens Day. So that's a time, it's a celebratory time. It's an educational time. It's a fun time. And so far in the first two that we've had, we've been able to satisfy some of the goals, get people back into the community using some of the resources that are already available for them. So what we're doing is we're celebrating seniors.
All right, Dorothy Drayton, thank you so much for joining us today. Here's the information on your screen. You can scan the QR code on the flyer right there to register for the 3rd Annual Senior Summit. That's Friday, August 21st from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m., as Dorothy mentioned, at Best Western Plus. That's at 17 Gateway Boulevard East. You can also find more information and see this interview again anytime by visiting our website, wsav.com/communitycorner.